great. Let's move right into the hip series. So going along with our warm up before our fun workout today. So for our hip series, let's start with the hamstring curls. Now hamstring curls, if you have a ball, you can do these with your ball. If you don't, just do them with your roller. Really most important with your hamstring curls is that you are keeping your spine neutral, right? Anything that sacrifices the alignment of your spine is not a good exercise for us, for longevity in the spine. Good, and in fact, and so you never want to sacrifice your spine to get more functionality, flexibility in the limbs. Your spine's kind of the queen of your body. Good, and this whole practice, almost, we're kind of making ourselves nice and strong and stable so we can carry our spinal cords and brains around for as long as we want in the world. Good, so about 10, 12 here, keeping your neutral spine the whole time. No movement at the hips. If things start to get into your jaw, neck, or shoulders, just come back to either a lower level with the hips down or the hips closer to the ground. Make it easier for yourself. No pressure through the jaw, neck, head, or shoulders. Okay, good. Let's make our way into our clams. So again, back of the body stuff, right? This whole beginning practice is really a bias for the back of the body because we are so much stronger in our quadriceps than we are in our hamstrings. And again, if you don't have like a 3-to-2 relationship between the front and back of the body, so your back body needs to be at least, you know, what is it? 60% as strong as the front of your body. If it's not, you're not going to have good results. That's when we start to have, you know, pain with our activities. We lose longevity in our exercise or sports. The wheels start to fall off the wagon a little bit. Good, so working on form here, neutral alignment as well. My waist that's on the ground is not collapsing down. I'm really trying to engage this basket of muscles on the back of my hip here. And going slowly up and down, about 12 repetitions, good. Once we get to 12, you can, I like to do the side leg lifts without the band. You can add an ankle weight for these if you like. You also could do these standing. We've done a lot of side sets. Wherever you are, if you're standing or lying, make sure that your spine is neutral. So no side bending when you're doing this. Draw your toes back, gently internally rotate that top leg and reach out of the heel. It's like you're thinking of reaching your leg long out of your belly button. And you don't go down faster than you go up. You don't go up faster than you go down, just this nice fluid, smooth control, smooth movement. So this is these two muscles that we're just doing, the clams and, movements, the clams and the side leg lifts are the two that are most frequently weak in cyclists, runners, hikers, right? So these get us, when we don't have enough strength in these areas, these get us into bad positions. We pull ourselves up the hills with our quadriceps and then we can't get back down well. You know, we don't have that, again, support on the back of the body. So same two movements on the other side, really being integrated about where the range of your hip stops, where you might start to be getting rotation through your back, keeping your abs and your abdominal corset drawn on here, particularly that basket of abdominal muscles, the external obliques and internal obliques that are against the ground, so on the side waist. When we first started the class, we were using like a towel support there. Now I hope you guys can all hold that on your own. It's really important. Good. Going for about 11, 12, 10, which however many you did on the other side, I'm definitely fatiguing. And then we'll go through our side leg lifts on the side. Finding again, neutral spine and really allowing this motion to be controlled. So I think when these movements first came out in the 80s, everybody was doing this stuff like this, you know, crunching. And in fact, you don't want to do those kinds of crunches or sit-ups because again, it puts the spine under too much pressure and you're not just using the muscles you need, you're using momentum and a whole host of other things to get that movement done. So really be integrated here. Feel the isolation just around the back of this hip musculature, your glute medius. These are really important for standing on one leg. These are really important during the push down phase when you're cycling. This is essentially what you need to keep your back stable when you're up out of the saddle and in the saddle. All right, now bridges. So you can take your band if you want to do two-legged bridges. I'm going to do those today. We're just going to do one set of bridges. Let's do one set of 20. And, or if you get fatigued, if today's kind of a more fatigued day, just do a set of 10. If you're working on single leg bridges, you always could just do a set of 10 single leg bridges and then switch and do another set. Whichever format you're using, make sure that you're really staying neutral with your spine and you are driving this movement with your glutes. So really, really focus this to the back of your body. Of course, your quads will work a little, your low back extensors will work a little, but really let your quads be, your glutes be your primary movers. And if you're unsure, you always can tap that musculature, make sure that they're working for you. Pelvis stays super even. I like to breathe out on the way up. Now my head and neck are also staying neutral, which is kind of hard to feel, but not collapsing through your neck or tightening through your jaw as you're doing this motion. Good. And resting. All right, great. Making our way now into our final warm-up series, our shoulder